we're just going to get right into the things and the stuff.
Let's do it.
I don't know when this is happening. And the reason I didn't look too deeply into it is because I knew there's not a single person in our audience who would care when this is happening. But just FYI, Jill Biden has a book coming out.
Oh, wow. She is airbrushed.
She is fairly well airbrushed. I was surprised to see that she didn't put doctor on her book cover. You know?
Jill Biden.
It's very important to her to be referred to that way. So
true.
I'm just saying.
I'm sure she's referred to that on the inside of the book many times.
Oh, yes. I'm sure. She talks all about her doctoral journey.
Deanna wants to know if it has coloring pages inside of it. Probably, Deanna.
Maybe it'll show off some of Joe's artwork.
That's true. Or hopefully not Hunter's with the blow art.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're interested, then there you
whatever.
Go. I don't know when it comes out, but you can nab yourself a copy of that.
That's right. Okay.
All right. We got to get right into Lobstergate because I cannot believe that this is a thing. And I think the origination of this ridiculous storyline was TMZ. And then a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of other outlets picked up on it immediately. And what I'm talking about is this ridiculous story that TMZ posted wherein they said Pete Hegseth's DOD needed to spend the money to keep their current funding moving forward. And he signed off on $6.9 million for lobster tail, $2 million for king crab, $15 million for ribeyes, $1 million for salmon, almost $140,000 for donuts, and $124,000 for ice cream machines. And this apparently sent the internet into a complete and full-blown tizzy. So we are going to go through a few examples because the outrage was so absolutely stupid. This is a traditional thing that has happened for deployed troops, particularly when they get extended overseas, so they're not constantly eating just absolute dog crap, MREs and whatever.
Side note, the $140,000 worth of donuts, like who could use that right now?
I'm already salivating. Just
I know, right? I'm just like, can I have one, please?
But I mean, this has happened like since the dawn of time.
Right.
And I'm fine with our troops who are literally risking their lives right now.
Me too.
Having a nice meal. Okay. Yep. And I think everybody probably should be. So let's go through some reactions, shall we? Will Chamberlain said, I can't believe the Secretary of War fed our troops well instead of funding 5 or 6 fraudulent Somali daycares.
Exactly. $9 billion on Somali daycares. $9 billion.
And that's fine.
Right. Totally fine. No outrage for that. But it's fine. Yeah.
I mean, that why would you harp on that? That's totally okay.
No, or like housing illegals in 4-star. Nobody cares about that. Illegals, 4-star hotels. Right.
Sunny Wright said, number 1, complain about buying good food for our soldiers, calling it a waste of money. Number 2, demand we spend more on illegal aliens, calling it compassionate. Just incredible stuff, right?
You're literally fighting to keep them here. And then they're bitching about spending money on soldiers. Like, these are the priorities, you guys.
And then service members started weighing in, or former and current service members. Happy Captain said, I once ate lobster tail in the middle of nowhere, Afghanistan, after eating MREs for weeks straight. I hope that's okay with everyone.
Exactly.
I mean, how pathetic that this is where that he even needs to say that. You know what I mean?
Yep. And do you remember when Doge uncovered so much fraud and these people are like, this is tyranny? What?
I know.
What are you even talking about? Yeah, this is the thing. This is why we want to get rid of all that fraud and we want to spend our money on this. This is what I want to spend my money on.
This is fine. This is well deserved by folks in the service. Here's another example. Michael Pragent said, we had steak and lobster every Friday in Iraq when Obama was president. Megan Myers saying, guys, we got to stop this no context madness. The steak and lobster is for the thousands of sailors whose deployments keep getting extended. I mean, that anyone is outraged about this is insanity.
Well, it's for the people who are addicted to outrage. Like, this is what they do. They're outrage peddlers, and this is what they do. And it's because Trump is in office. So we got to be outraged about something every minute of every day.
Yep. Buzz Patterson saying, when I deployed under Clinton, I also had and lobster. This is not a new thing. And I don't know why everybody that's outraged pretends it is. Jeffrey Mead said, Democrats haven't cared about how much money we're spending on illegal immigrants, but now all of a sudden they're worried about how much we're spending on taking care of our own troops. Shaking my head. It is wild.
Right.
And it is. I just can't.
It's so stupid.
How much this exploded yesterday. It was utterly absurd.
Retards.
And then this was a good reminder from mostly peaceful memes. Biden gave the Taliban $40 billion in military equipment, but we're supposed to be mad that Hegseth bought our guys surf and turf.
Right. Pallets of cash to Iran, which is one of the reasons we're in the position that we're in. But nobody batted an eye.
That's fine. And by the way, lobster tail is covered by SNAP. So I guess it's fine for our money to feed people that are using SNAP benefits, but not the actual service members who risk their lives for our freedom.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
You can't. you can't make sense of it because Democrats.
Exactly. And I think the next screenshot is from, is it Selena Zito? Yes. So she finally pointed out, hey, FYI, this has been happening since the dawn of time. She said in 2009, when Robert Gates was Secretary of Defense during the Obama administration in Iraq and Afghanistan, here's a story from a reporter who was embedded with the soldiers. Quote, the lobsters and crab legs are shipped from the U.S. and driven down on a refrigerated truck from Bagram. On seafood night, the crew serves up 400 of the tasty tails, 130 pounds of Alaskan king crab legs, and 135 pounds each of shrimp and scallops. Similar story from when Lloyd Austin was Secretary of Defense, because all of this is normal.
Right.
It's normal.
But they want to make a story of everything when Trump is president. Yep. I'm so sick of this shit. I don't know about you guys, but it's getting old. God. It's just getting old. It's like the kid who cried wolf. Enough already.
I know.
Stop.
It's so infuriating that people are getting mad about this. I cannot even take it. And we've got Paul Begala, that ridiculous, nonsensical clown of a person, tried to spar with Scott Jennings about this last night. And Scott was not having it. And Paul is insisting that no service members actually got to eat steak and lobster. That's the new talking point, is a lot of people are saying it was all just for Pete. Like Pete ate all the lobster, basically.
Okay.
So, God. I mean, that would be a tough thing to do. But if he did, I would highly recommend that he think about taking some cowboy colostrum, because he's going to have gut issues. Yeah. No question about it.
Eat all that stuff. And if you want a healthier gut, better skin, hair, more energy, add colostrum to your daily routine, because everything starts in the gut, like Mock said. And once your gut is right, everything is right. Everything will follow. Cowboy colostrum is premium first day whole bovine colostrum from 100% American grass-fed cows. It's the best, you guys. The good stuff. It's rich in immunoglobulins.
You know, that's our favorite.
Growth factors. I love that word, immunoglobulins. And I know people ask this all the time, but they collect surplus colostrum after those sweet baby calves have had their fill. That people ask that all the time. That's how they get it, because they get all bajiggity about, how did I get it? What about the baby cows? That's how they do it. And it's whole, full fat, high protein, has major nutrient density. It is only the highest quality. And I love the different flavors. They got chocolate, they got vanilla, matcha, or strawberry. I'm allergic to strawberries, and they got real strawberries in the strawberry because it's freeze-dried strawberry. So if you're into strawberries, it looks amazing. It smells amazing. I just can't have it. I always do the chocolate because, hello, it's chocolate.
It smells like, the vanilla smells like a thing of cake batter.
It's so good. The vanilla is amazing. I'll put the vanilla in my coffee a lot, but the chocolate, so good. It tastes like Nestle Quick. Really, really good. I do it every single morning. You guys can get 25% off your entire order. Just go to cowboycolostrum.com/chicks. Use code chicks. 25% off. Do it.
Do it. All right. So to the Paul Begala versus Scott Jennings clip. Now, again, it's hard to hear because they talk over each other quite a bit. But the gist is that Paul Begala is insisting that Pete got all the steak and lobster for himself and that our troops didn't get to have any. And Scott Jennings is rightly like, you're retarded.
These people are
my words.
They're just children.
But this is the clip that actually Scott sent us this morning. He DM'd it to me over on X, and he had it modified so that the evidence is also contained within this clip. I love it. You'll love it. Here it is.
He has spent $15 million in 1 month for ribeye steaks, $6.9 million for lobster tail, $225 million for furniture. He spent more in the month of September than most countries on earth spend in their defense.
Paul, do you believe
all for himself? Lobster tails?
Do you believe
while our troops are eating MREs?
No. Do you believe the Secretary of Defense is personally eating all the lobster?
Well, he can't eat 16.
Troops.
Really? The troops are getting lobster
frequently.
Yes, and here's evidence.
Has steak and lobster.
I mean, these are not serious people.
All right, damn near decent. How's yours? I'm ready for war.
God bless them.
We're going to war.
My God.
Troops who are going to war.
Oh, my God.
Great meal. You know that.
They're getting lobster. You are so full of it.
You're going to get killed over this. You're going to get killed over this. Internet, do something.
I might have to double it. I had to run it back.
I love it. God bless them.
There's tons of videos of service members showing their steak and lobster dinners.
I can't believe we have to do this.
I know.
And that guy sounds like a hysterical woman. I don't know how Scott does that. I don't know how he does it.
I don't either. How he keeps that blood pressure down, no clue. No clue. And again, the idiots that are all outraged about this, they say nothing when an article like this from the Wall Street Journal comes out that says, quote, she charged $29 million to treat 84 kids. The boom in autism therapy is Medicaid's fastest growing jackpot. And Matt Whitlock pointed out, remember this, next time Republicans call to ramp up scrutiny of fraud, waste, and abuse in Medicaid, and Democrats theatrically argue that any single dollar cut from Medicaid is going to literally kill people, the fraud is the point.
It is. It's totally the point. We've been screaming this forever. And they're like, no, we love fraud.
Yeah.
We love it.
So I have to add this because it's an afterthought, but this is a thing that actually happened on X yesterday. There was someone who was mad and, absolutely certain that Pete Hegseth ate all the steak and lobster himself, who tried to suggest that the Secretary of Defense before Pete Hegseth, who was Lloyd Austin, is better looking. Not making it up. She said, Patty the last defense secretary was better looking and not a violent, drunken wife beater like Keg's breath is.
Patty, first of all, check yourself and get your eyes tested. You may want to get that checked out.
What is she saying?
You guys. Then again, these are the same women that think Gavin Newsom is hot.
Oh my God.
It's true.
But at least an objective person who doesn't know what a slime bag Gavin Newsom is, he's not my type at all, but I can at least see, okay, well, he's attractive. He's the kind of attractive that some women really like. I can see that. Lloyd Austin is not objectively attractive. No, he's just not.
You're right.
And so this is crazy. This is crazy town.
None of them are. Oh my God. Patty.
I know.
No.
Anyway. So that's what's going on with Lobstergate. I'm sure the shrieking will continue because this is where we are in our world.
Right.
Let's talk about Iran really quickly. There were some developments, some good, some bad. The first one that you'll see here was good. The main data center of Bank SEPA, which is Iran's largest bank, was attacked, and the bank pays salaries to all the regime forces. So that is a positive development, certainly. However, there was also news yesterday that oil tankers were hit, one of which at least one of which was a US-based company's Safe Sea Group's oil tanker. So we're seeing, oil prices jump again today. And this is, Trump said, if you mess with anybody, if you mess with us, Iran, don't do anything cute, or else you're going to see us hit back 20 times harder. So presumably these people are going to FO fairly soon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that is happening. And then when you think about the threat to our homeland, this was a really, really disturbing story that came out apparently from the FBI, who warned police departments in California recently that Iran may launch attack drones at West Coast targets, intending apparently to, launch them off of some sort of a ship or vessel off the U.S. coast. And Democrats, as you know, have the Coast Guard closed down,
oh my God,
along with the rest of DHS right now. So this is not good. And yet we've got a governor of California who couldn't handle a forest fire, can't handle really anything in his own state. And he's all, I've got this, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm in constant coordination with security and intelligence officials to monitor threats. And while we're not aware of any imminent threats at this time, we remain prepared for any emergency in our state.
Yeah. When I'm not podcasting or going to French Laundry, we're totally prepared. This guy is not. Can you imagine living in California? I know some of you do. I would be like freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm so glad my kids are out of there.
When Gavin is saying, I've got you, boo.
Yeah.
He never has anybody.
No.
I mean, this is the worst managed state under his leadership. So I would not want to be in California currently.
Nope.
Trump had a rally yesterday in which he totally mocked Gavin Newsom, and particularly this whole, I can't read and I have dyslexia and I'm a loser and I have mental problems, that whole thing.
I'm just like you, black people.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What?
I'm just like you with my 960 SAT.
What in the hell? Yeah.
I know. So Trump was making fun of him. This is a little clip from last night's rally where Trump was
the president of the United States to have a cognitive deficiency.
The accordion.
The accordion hands.
Right? And when he admitted this, I said, I think he just lost the Democrat nomination. What do I know?
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm for everybody, but when it comes to president, you got to be sharp. You got to be sharp as hell.
He tweeted about it too. If you want to read what he wrote on X.
I'd be delighted to. Gavin Newsom's interview weeks ago was perhaps the most self-destructive interview I've ever seen. In one fell swoop, he took himself out of even being considered as the presidential nominee of the crazy, as proven at the State of the Union address, Democrats. He said in a speech he was dumb, had low boards, can't read, has dyslexia, and has a mental disorder, a cognitive mess. On top of that, black people are angry because he is obviously a racist. While we all want to be politically correct, having a mental disorder is not a positive campaign event. Also, this was a politically suicidal act. The only thing he didn't say is he is losing his look, but nobody wants to say that about oneself. He is no longer a viable presidential candidate, President Donald J. Trump. So basically, he's dumb, he's crazy, and he's ugly.
And racist.
And racist. Forget. That's right. He's also racist. Kind of feel like you should totally not run for president, Gavin.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And your wife? Yeah, she's a gold digging biatch.
So Gavin now is trying to play the sympathy card. Like now he wants people to be like, he's bullying me. And so he responded to this tweet, and you guys, he's just trying all the strategies. He said, I spoke about my dyslexia. I know that's hard for a brain dead moron who bombs children and protects pedophiles to understand.
Okay, Gavin, the victim card.
Right? I mean, it's just,
how very, very predictable. How very predictable.
Such a loser. And so are people who are not eating masa chips. You guys, why would you not want to try these amazing tortilla chips and their sister chips that are like chips?
Vandy Crisps.
Vandy Crisps.
It's hard for me to say crisps, but I'll say it.
It's a tough one.
Yeah. Anyways, I usually do my spring cleaning around this time of year. I mean, who am I kidding? I do spring cleaning 8, 9 times a year. But I love cleaning out my pantry.
Okay, wait a minute. Rewind.
What?
I thought you were going to admit rightly to doing spring cleaning at least once a week because I do it
right. I do it once a week. I love cleaning out my pantry, you guys, especially. I love doing it, and I'll look at labels and I'll get rid of all the gross stuff that's lingering in there. I love that. It's so great. In fact, I may do it today. Anyways, you guys know you have sus stuff, as the kids would say, sus stuff in your pantries, and chips are some of the nastiest foods, like the snack food. It's kind of, some of them are gross. They have 40 ingredients, but masa.
Most of them chemical.
Yeah. Masa chips have 3 ingredients: corn, sea salt, and grass-fed beef tallow. That's it. They don't have any like seed oils or chemicals that I can't pronounce. It's just real food. And they taste amazing. Like I have gotten so many people turned on to Massa chips. Like all these people that are in my life are like, oh my God, I need more. Well, go order it because they're the best. And just a pro tip. These were not my favorite at first, but now they are. The Cobanero. They're like healthy Doritos. They're so freaking good. They're so good.
You know what's really good is if you layer them on a plate and then layer Mexican cheese and then layer them again and more cheese.
It's like,
and then, because they're kind of like real spicy kind of.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
The cheese like kind of
calms it down.
Yeah, calms it down. And then it ends up being like this perfect snack.
I mean, they're just, and that was on a lime kick for a couple weeks too. So the lime are really good. But the churros with the chocolate, also like a good, you guys need to try these. They're really, really good. Massachips.com/chicks. Use code chicks for 25% off. So good. Try them.
Do it. Okay, so you know that there's currently an investigation underway about this Iranian school apparently that got hit, and kids were perished in that hit, and they're trying to investigate, did this happen because of the United States? Was this like an Iranian thing? Like, how did this happen? So there's an investigation underway, and the New York Times decided to jump the gun and just say, yep, it's the United States' fault, even though there's not been a single confirmation from any official administration official saying that. So I don't know what kind of insider info New York Times believes that it has, but they're jumping the gun and reporting this. Now it could be true, because I don't know, because no one has officially said either way as of the time that we're recording this, as of the time that we're streaming this. And so the New York Times, Elizabeth Warren was like super, super excited to talk about this discovery because, Democrats love it when when America looks bad.
Right.
So the headline read, U.S. at fault in strike on school in Iran, preliminary inquiry says. And Liz said, the Trump administration confirmed it bombed a girls' school in Iran. That's false. It did not confirm that. The New York Times said so. Those are two totally different things.
Wait, are you saying that Elizabeth Warren lied about something?
I know.
What?
Are you sitting down? Is everybody sitting down?
What? Pocahontas would never do that.
So she says it's one of the most devastating military errors in decades. Trump lied about it. Pete Hegseth gutted the office, preventing civilian casualties. 175 are dead. Most were kids. Hegseth should be fired. Of course, she's saying that. So I was like, oh, I hadn't heard about this. I'm going to check with Grok, see if this is true, so that Grok can read the article and I don't have to. And Grok spit out a couple of interesting little factoids about this. It said, Warren's post appears to misrepresent the administration's stance, conflating inquiry findings with an official confirmation. The incident remains tragic collateral damage in the ongoing U.S.-Iran conflict, with calls from senators like Warren for a full probe. And then I was like, hey, while you're at it, Grok, did Elizabeth say anything about the 30 to 40,000 protesters who died at the hands of the Islamic regime that we are currently trying to take down? Just curious, I was just.
I'm going to go ahead and I bet she said no. What do you? I bet she said that after extensive searches of her X account, her official Senate website, and broader web sources, I could not find any public statements from Warren specifically addressing the reported killings of approximately 35,000 to 36,000 protesters by Iran's Islamic regime during the major anti-government protests that peaked in early 2026. I'm so shy. So weird.
It's so weird. So weird.
Surprise.
But, yeah. Now, another person who really, really loves it when there's a way to get people to hate their own country.
Right.
Dave Smith also just jumped right on board this initial inquiry and said Trump lied to your face after he killed a bunch of girls.
My God.
That's how he decided to.
Again, I bet he didn't say anything about the women that were killed during,
Why would he?
Yeah. I mean, the 35,000, 36,000. I mean, those people didn't matter. No.
Nope. Not at all.
Some of them were women, Dave. Some of them were.
It's interesting because now that CBS is under Barry Weiss and she is a lot more rigorous about proper journalism, the difference in the coverage of this story is pretty stark, as you can see. So CBS News said the U.S. may be responsible. The U.S. assessment suggests likely responsible because it was operating in the area. No final conclusions have been reached, compared to the New York Times that said the U.S. was responsible. I mean, it's so freaking obvious how they do this. You know what I mean?
I mean,
they have an agenda. Period.
Yeah, we talked about CNN yesterday, and we're going to talk about it again today. Obviously, they absolutely have it's propaganda.
100%. And there was this tweet from Stephen Miller, not the administration Stephen Miller, but the blogger Stephen Miller, who said even the New York Times piece, despite all the throat clearing in the text, is forced to admit that the school was situated on a military base and the 157 death count is strictly on the word of the Iranian government. We've seen this before, Gaza playbook as an example.
Exactly.
So this is, listen, I don't know if we're responsible. I know that the administration will take responsibility and it will suck and it'll be part of war being hell. But all of this is ridiculous.
And didn't it happen on a Saturday?
Yeah, which is also really odd.
Right. I mean, it's like, I'm sorry. I'm asking the question. I don't know about Iranian culture enough to know whether or not they go to school on a Saturday. Just curious.
I genuinely do not know. Meanwhile, Israel, one of our most reliable allies in the world, there's a really neat little audio conversation taking place between one of our fighter pilots and one of theirs, just like building each other up, which I thought was just a nice thing to hear.
97. Go for 97. It is a great honor for us to fight with you. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much. Likewise, gentlemen. Please be safe out there. Strike hard. See ya.
I just love that. You know,
it's
like real life, like real happening, like in the sky kind of stuff.
Right.
You know,
and these guys are out there risking their lives for us so we can have freedom.
Right. And for the entire population of Iran to finally have freedom.
Right.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. John Fetterman spoke about the Iranian soccer team that we've spent a lot of time talking about. And his tweet said, in Iran, life is oppression and brutality. These courageous women were facing severe consequences, even their families threatened. How many of the people who criticized our men's hockey team condemned Iran's treatment of its women's soccer team? Which I thought was a really good question.
It's a great question.
Where the hell is Megyn Rapinoe?
Well,
she's not saying anything about these girls.
She's picking out more beanies. It's a look, you know what I mean?
Right. Definitely. So I was not prepared to cry during Martha McCallum's show yesterday, but in fact I did, because there was a Iranian soccer player, Shiva Amini, who back in 2017, she was used as sort of this, I don't know, this icon of how not to be an Iranian woman who goes against the regime, because they were playing in Switzerland and she took off her hijab and was just letting her hair fly. And the Islamic regime took note and they threatened her, and she sought asylum in Switzerland and got it in the same position as these girls, leaving her family behind.
Oh my God.
And horrible, right? So she's living in Switzerland. She's able to talk to her parents, thankfully, but she wanted both of them to come and visit her. Only her mom was able to secure a visa. And she tells the story of what happened when she saw her mom, and she talks about her mom's visit. And then it just took a turn that I wasn't expecting, and I immediately started bawling. Here is a little bit of her story. This is just a little clip. Again, it's Shiva Amini, who you're about to hear from.
My mom came to me after 7 years, and when she was there, I was so happy because it was something after 7 years. I could hug my mom. I could feel her. And one day my brother called me. When my mom was in Italy, my brother called me and said, Dad passed away. And that day was the worst day in my life because I felt guilty. My mom is here. I couldn't get a visa for my dad, and
oh my God.
I was just in the situation, I was, Mom, hey, you have to get back, and his dad's funeral, and my siblings need you, and please get back. I can figure it out. And my mom was like, what should I do in this situation? No, you are alone here. And I was like, no, I can figure it out. I'm strong, Mom, you just go. And I felt guilty because my mom wasn't in that moment, in the last time of my dad's life with him. So I wanted to get back to Iran, honestly, with my mom, but my mom didn't allow me. And she said, no, you cannot even see your dad. You cannot even see, because they're going to arrest you.
I would do the same thing if I were her mom.
Oh my God.
I would do the same thing. God bless that family. This is the thing. White, privileged, liberal feminists here won't bat an eye at that. They'll be like, but we're impressed.
Right. Oh my gosh, it just makes me rage.
Right? They have no idea what oppression looks like. None. Or they do, and they look away. Even worse, Megyn Rapinoe.
Yeah. And it's, you know, we talk about like how there's essentially an invasion happening, and we can't look away from it anymore. We can't pretend that there's like a nice version of this invasive religion that is invading the country.
Yeah.
There's an Iranian woman I follow whose name you'll see on the screen in a minute, warning Americans about exactly what Mamdani, for example, is up to. And you got to listen to someone. Her name is Muneh Rahimi. And she said, as someone born and raised in an Islamic country, Iran, everything this mayor of New York says is the same thing the 1979 mullahs in Iran started saying to manipulate people, stay in power, and turn that great country into a ruined, destroyed one. For all these years, Iranians have been trying to get rid of them, but they killed us to silence our voices. Be careful, Americans, of these people.
Yeah, we're not being tolerant. We're being conquered.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. And we're being conquered because of dumbasses.
Completely.
On the left and on the right. It's happening on the right too. The big horseshoe that's happening.
Yeah.
All these people on the right, they're like, oh no, it's not them. It's the Jews. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm so tired of this crap. Like the tolerance, and you've got to be tolerant. You can't say anything. Oh, we're saying it. I will say it. I will scream it. Until I can't scream it anymore, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, because I don't know, like if people just stay silent, or worse, they become complicit, like this new sect of Catholicism, like the Candy Catholics, who are now aligned. And that's why a lot of people are calling them Chrislamists, because that's where the horseshoe meets.
They're enabling
and it's the suicidal empathy.
They're
it's
absolutely enabling it. Yep.
Yeah. So real quickly, speaking of New York, about the bombers attack the other day, you may have seen video of the NYPD like jumping over barriers to go after the guy that was running away. And one of the New York PD chiefs was talking about that viral video showing him jumping over one of the barriers. And I just loved what he said, because he didn't want the story to be about him. He just wanted to remind everybody what NYPD is all about.
In that moment, you know, we had to pivot from one type of policing to a different type of policing. And I think the way that we transitioned was really good. In terms of going viral, first off, I'm happy that I cleared that barrier. Okay, imagine if I fell. You know, but to me, it was just instant. I'm trying to get the bad guy. You know, I was in real pursuit trying to get him. And just, you know, the picture going viral, you know, I don't want that picture to be about me. I want it to be about the day. I want it to be about what we did. You know, I want that picture to be a reminder to New Yorkers that, you know, your cops, the members of the NYPD, you know, we're going to be relentless in pursuing justice, right? And there's going to be no obstacles. Nothing's going to stand in our way from protecting New Yorkers.
God bless that man and protect him at all costs. I love him.
Back the blue. Back all of law enforcement. This is not hard.
No,
you know?
It's not. It's not at all.
It's just not. And then meanwhile, Vicky Palladino from New York City, you know how much we love her. She was pointing out that there's this weird thing happening in Mayor Mamdani's office where they're inviting there to no longer be a separation between church and state.
So weird.
It's super weird. So she gave this example because apparently there was like this little ceremony that took place on the floor on their little prayer rugs, including a prayer where a bunch of Mamdani's friends got together with him to break their fast at City Hall. And Vicky Palladino was like, I thought leftists were all about the separation of church and state.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Just wild to watch the ideology that spent the last 50 years waging a legal war to push Christianity out of every corner of public life to embrace official religious displays like this. Beginning to think leftists were maybe not animated by high-minded secular humanist principles after all, and just really hated Christians this whole time.
Yeah. And this is the thing, they do. It's just all about hating Christianity. But apparently, you know, like these white privileged liberal influencers like Possum Lady and her mute friend, they just love Islam. Well, I mean, it's going to be interesting when you have a burqa on, lady. I mean, it'll be a lot better for a lot of us because we won't have to look at her face like a possum. But sitting on the floor, eating with your hands.
Yeah, look at the video.
There's a visual. Yeah.
I mean, I was glad to see forks, honestly, but this was in City Hall.
Want to make some of that?
And he gives the ISIS like sign. The dude gives the ISIS sign, you guys. My God, New York, America. What are we doing? What are we doing, America?
I don't even know. I don't.
It took 25 years. Never forget. You forgot.
Quickly, before we move on to some election hullabaloo, we would like to remind you that if you're close to needing Medicare or if you're on it and you're going to be coming up on an open enrollment and you need help figuring out which plan is right for you, we have help for you.
Yes. I mean, none of us really trust the government like in full to help us with that stuff, or like insurance agents. I feel like they're biased a lot of the time because Medicare is super confusing. You understand it a little bit more than I do, like a lot more than I do, because you used to do HR. So I always ask Mock what's going on. Like, how does this work? I don't understand any of this, but so many people don't have a resource like Mock in their life, you know? And so this
well, I would be useless about this because there's so many different plans.
Now it's probably a lot different. Yeah. Now I think it's a lot different now, but this is the thing. If you're going to be on Medicare soon, this chapter is amazing because they work for you. They're not salespeople. They're not honest advisors. People are like, how do they get paid? Believe me, they get paid from, I guess there are ways that they get paid, but it's not by you. Okay. So because I know I saw people in the comments last time we talked about, and they're like, how does this work? You are not paying them. Okay. But they will help you save like an average of $1,100 a year on healthcare costs. They're in it to help you. That's basically all it is. And I don't know why people don't take advantage of this, because if you don't want to save money, I don't understand who you are. So chapter's awesome. They will work for you. They will help you understand all of your healthcare choices, Medicare. And if you're going to be on Medicare soon, call them at 442-3-CHICKS. They will review all your options in under 20 minutes. It's a 20-minute or under phone call. Call them today, 442-3-CHICKS.
And in fact, when you get on the phone with them, you can ask them, how do y'all get paid?
Right.
They would be very happy to explain the whole thing to you. So,
but you're not doing it. Right. There's no catch. It's not you. It's a free service for you.
Yeah, but highly recommend that you call them and ask them, and they'll explain it all to you.
Totally.
All right. So some interesting election news. There's a whole bunch of different elections that we're going to be covering here, but really quickly, they're according to that like Polymarket rival Kalshi, I don't know how to say it. They're saying that Marco Rubio is now the odds favorite to win the 2028 presidency. This is very, very exciting, obviously, until you realize that Kalshi also said Dan Crenshaw had a 78% chance to win his primary last week. So
okay.
I don't know how much you want to rely on these betting platforms, but anyway,
I don't know. I just rely on my own common sense, and I think that Marco Rubio is the best guy so far.
For sure, he's the best guy.
He is the strongest horse in the race at this point.
But that's the thing: is he in the race? That's the big question.
Come on, Marco. If you watch us, come on.
I know. And I know that polls in general are useless, but it's all we have to go on when we're looking at the temperature of the electorate when it comes to some of these elections. And unfortunately, we've been talking about California and how the two Republicans are in the lead for the governor's race. Not anymore. Fartwell is now in the lead.
My God. California, what are you doing?
What are you
doing? He banged a Chinese spy. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Implode. Just implode already. What is wrong with you, California?
Like, we can't help you anymore.
Goodness, you would be better off electing a Kardashian at this point.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Honestly.
I mean, and there's still like, there's still all this hullabaloo about whether he's even qualified to run because he doesn't maintain an actual residence there. I don't know where that stands. Anyway,
I just throw my hands up. I
know.
You're unhelpable.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
And then over on the opposite coast in Florida, James Fishback is climbing in the polls, and he released the weirdest video that was like he was talking about how much they've jumped in the polls, how they're gaining on Byron Donalds. And then it was like he was like saying out loud a fantasy about having Byron Donalds pulled over. The guy is super, super weird and super oddly anti-Israel, as you're going to see from this video. Here it is.
2% to 23% in just 10 weeks. We are surging. Yeah! Soon we will be right at his bumper, and then we will pull him over. Check for drugs. It happened before. He was arrested and charged. I'm just saying. Pull him over. Congressman Donald's license and registration, please. Easy there, Congressman Donalds. Hands where I can see them. Enough. Get out of the car. Hands behind your back. You are under arrest for betraying America to Israel. Yeah.
Is anybody effing normal anymore? Is anybody normal? Swear to God. That's so cringe.
I know.
I look at this guy and I get the ick just looking at him. And then you got the weirdos who are supporting him. I'm talking to you, Carrie Prejean, Qatar Barbie. Qatar. That's what I don't understand these people who are so weird who get to the what's going on in our country where all of these weirdos are getting to the place that they get to. Is it because normal people aren't running? Is that what's happening? Like
probably, because what would be the incentive at this point? It's
right.
It's such a shit show.
Right. Normal people don't want to run for office anymore. That's what it is. So we have losers.
Yeah. Yikes, just a big fat yikes on all of that. Now, when it comes to, we've been talking a lot about the SAVE Act. We're going to have some news on the SAVE Act coming up in just a little bit. But Bill Mitchell had some interesting things to talk about when it comes to fraud and our fears about how much Democrats cheat in elections. And this was sort of reassuring, I guess, for lack of a better word. He said mail-in ballot fraud proof magically during the 2020 election, there was an increase of 21.6 million votes over 2016. This was during the middle of a pandemic. Coincidentally, there was an increase of mail-in ballots of 22 million, exactly the same number. So he went on to say, after the freak increase of 22 million mail-in ballots in 2020 and the shocking Biden 82 million vote victory, mail-in ballots magically decreased by 22 million in 2024. And of course, Trump won. So here's the good news. According to Bill Mitchell, he says it appears the Democrats were afraid to cheat with mail-in ballots in 2024 because they knew we were watching. And that is why you had the decrease in mail-in. So even if we can't get the Save America Act passed in time for the midterms, this is a good sign because Democrats are obviously intimidated to cheat.
Maybe just a little bit.
But this is true.
But they still are outwardly basically saying, we want our illegals here. We want to keep our illegals so they can cheat. They can still go to the polls and cheat.
Yeah.
This is the thing. And they're like blatantly saying it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're cheaters.
I know. And in fact, maybe we should I'm going to skip over the Abby stuff for just a second so that we can launch right into where the SAVE Act is, because there's some developments on that. Yesterday, we were talking about who are the 4 GOP senators who are holding this up? Who are they and why aren't they getting called out? So there's some rumors flying about who they are. According to Eric Doherty, Allegedly, it's Tom Tillis from North Carolina, who's not running for re-election. John Curtis from Utah, who I don't know anything about. Lisa Murkowski, because of course.
Right.
And Mitch McConnell, who is...
Of course. Also, of course.
I don't even know where he is at this point.
He's a turtle.
That we do know.
Right.
But the Lisa Murkowski thing is 100% for sure, because somebody caught up with her in the hallways and asked her directly yesterday, and here is what she said.
Where do you stand on the Save America Act? Do you, support getting this legislation passed to protect elections?
Not as it is drafted, no.
Why not?
The implementation in a rural state like Alaska is going to disenfranchise an extraordinary majority. And while I support citizenship voting and voting ID, I want to make sure that it's implementable.
What a bunch of nonsense.
She's so full of crap.
Disenfranchise the majority?
Like
is
who?
all of Alaska just filled with utter retards who don't know how to get ID?
It's basically what she's saying. Alaska, you need to talk back to this woman. Listen, these are her constituents that she's basically saying all the people in Alaska are retarded.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
That's what she's saying to you, Alaska. So you may want to let her know that you're not.
This is just so frustrating.
The absolute elitism of these people. The nonchalance, which she can say this. She's just like, well, I mean, the people in Alaska, they don't know how to get ID. The
majority is going to be disenfranchised.
A bunch of country people that live in the sticks that don't know how to get. I hate these people. I hate them.
You should. And then, of course, John Cornyn from your state, he's getting a little antsy about his primary that, is supposed to happen May 26th, because Ken Paxton is very much in favor and doesn't make any bones about it of the SAVE Act. And so now John Cornyn has apparently, out of fear, written a big op-ed saying, yes, this is super important. And this is way more important than the filibuster. And I'm down to clown, essentially, is what John Cornyn said in an op-ed. But I don't know that he's putting a whole lot of bite behind his bark. He also seemed to be very annoyed when he was caught up with by a reporter asking about where he stood.
Previously said that nuking the filibuster would be taking a wrecking ball to Senate rules. Is that no longer true?
I said I'd be open to reforms.
What would you say to those who say you just changed your mind to win the president's endorsement?
I'd say that's not true.
You also said that if
I think we're through. Go ahead. Go away.
Oh my God. Go away, he says.
He doesn't want to be held to account for his rapidly shifting ideas.
Yeah, he's kind of known for his bark being bigger than his bite. And so when he's asked
That's
about
the problem.
That is a huge problem. Yeah, it's a big ass problem. So when he's asked about things and he's like, I'm done with you. You can ask one question, go away. You work for us. God. And you're a Texan?
I know.
Like maybe buy a set, dude.
There were rumors that from my state, Tim Scott was one of the naysayers, but Tim Scott doesn't appear to be. Here is what he said about the SAVE Act.
I think the talking filibuster would actually improve comity in our chamber and require us to be present. That might pull some Democrats off the sidelines and get them to vote for this bill. Because at the end of the day, this is about voter integrity, and every demographic in the country, Joe, supports it. Why not do common sense, make America proud?
Right. It's so frustrating. This is all so frustrating. This is common sense stuff. It's what your constituents want, and yet we can't even put this across the goal line.
I know. Even Sarah Haynes on The View, and I don't know if this was from yesterday or if this was from, it could have been last week or whatever, but even she was like, hey, this is really, really popular, everybody.
83% support voter ID requirements, 95% of Republicans, 71% of Democrats, 76% of Black people, 82% of Latino, 85%. Like, you go across the board, people are okay with that.
Right.
Yeah.
When she gets it,
right.
Some chick on The View gets it, and we can't get our people to get it across the goal line. You guys,
we got problems.
We have got
big problems.
And
then remember yesterday when we played that clip of Chuck Schumer saying billions of people would be removed from the voter rolls?
With the B.
just saying, saying the quiet part out loud, essentially.
Right.
Scott Pressler had a response to him on a news show yesterday. Here he is.
Well, look at the video that Chuck Schumer just is going viral on social media right now. I want to clear up any confusion. The Save America Act would employ the SAVE system, which stands for the Systematic Alien Verification for Entitlements. Let me be clear. No registered voter that is currently registered to vote, Martha, will have to re-register to vote. What will happen under the SAVE system is any lawful legal voter will have their American Social Security number go through the SAVE system. And so long as they're lawful, so long as they are a legal American citizen, they will be able to stay on the voter rolls. And so when Senator Chuck Schumer says that tens of millions of Americans will be removed from the voter rolls, did he say the quiet part out loud? Did he allude to the fact that perhaps tens of millions of non-citizens are on the voter rolls? Anyone that is only for Americans being registered to vote cannot be against the Save America Act. And so we are going full steam ahead.
Boom, there it is.
Enough is enough. There's such a gaslighting effort going on right now.
Right. And Chucky loves illegals because that is his voter base. All of them. All of them love the illegals. That's why they brought so many in here. When you and me were like, oh my God, we had to wear masks. They were forcing vaccines on us. They were doing all that crap. People lost their livelihoods, their jobs. They were letting illegals pour into this country, just pour in.
Without vaccinations or masks, by the way.
Without any vetting, nothing. Yeah, they were allowed to just pour right in with no rules whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And because they wanted voters, you guys. Because they can't win on their own because their policies are shitty.
I wish Scott Pressler would just get right in Lisa Murkowski and the other three idiots' face. And especially her, because she's in denial about what the bill actually does. Mm-hmm. I wish he would just be like, listen, you idiot.
Right.
You're wrong. And here's why. Here's why you're wrong.
Gosh, and his hair is fabulous. I have such hair envy. I really do.
Trump obviously just getting real impatient about this whole thing because he knows, like we all do, that this is one of the most popular, uniform issues. Like people all collectively, no matter, regardless of party, they all understand that it should only be Americans who vote. So he's putting some pressure on John Thune. Here's what he told reporters yesterday.
Is Senator Thune listening to you when you say you want to pass the Save America Act? He says there aren't the votes to do it right now. What's your response?
Well, he's got to be a leader, If he's a leader, he's got to get him. It's the most popular bill I've ever seen put before Congress. And it's voter ID and it's voter. You have to be able to be a citizen to vote. It's called Citizenship. And we're also adding in no men playing in women's sports, no transgender mutilization of our children, and no mail-in ballots, fake mail-in ballots. We have none of that, except in the case of the military, etc. It is the Save America Act. It's the most popular bill I think I've ever put before Congress.
This is what I said the other day. If he were a leader, if he knew how to lead, he could be persuasive. He could work the deals. This is what you need for somebody in that position. I mean, if Trump were not president and he were in that position, he could do it. It takes somebody who is like a salesperson, who knows how to work people. And Nancy Pelosi could do it. Why can't he do it? Yeah. I mean, as much as I hate her, she could do it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing. You have to have somebody in that position that can actually get stuff done. And he can't do it. Well, then get him out of there and find somebody that can do it. What is wrong with our side?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. We need somebody like Mock that used to do HR. Seriously, that used to do HR that could be like, you know what? You're just not cut out for this job. Like you're not. You don't have the qualifications. Like you may look like a politician. You're not it. You're not it. You do not have the qualifications to be able to get stuff across the goal line. He is not the right person for this job. He talks a good talk, but he can't walk it. He cannot walk it.
And I think I read somewhere that it only takes 5 Republicans to re-vote for who the Senate leader is. So I don't know. Maybe that's what they need to do is just switch him out for somebody else.
And find somebody that has a humongous set of balls that can get in there. And I don't care, man or woman, that can get in there and that can work it.
Mm-hmm. So interestingly, I mean, our side is weak on a lot of things, but at least they're not typically completely stupid. Like Senator Schatz from Hawaii. I don't know. This guy doesn't know what words mean, I don't think, because here's what he said about rejecting the opening of DHS. And, 300 TSA folks have been let go at this, or have quit at this point because they're not getting paid. And Brian Schatz said, "We are very serene with what is going on."
Serene?
About TSA losing all kinds of people.
So is he
slowing
gonna
on
get
down
like
travel.
a meditation mat and like start meditating? I don't get it.
We're very serene with it.
Serene?
So that happened.
Is this the stupid people part of the show? Is this what we're doing?
Not
right
yet.
now?
We're not even there yet.
We're not even there. We're like,
but we do
wow.
have a Joy Behar clip to share because
yay.
now
Okay.
in the midst of all this discussion about the SAVE Act, she's now somehow convinced herself that Melania, as an immigrant, is going to have trouble registering to vote.
For crying out loud.
You guys, this is a
Yeah.
real
Oh
clip
my God.
from Joy Behar.
And what about Melania?
Here's
How
where
is Melania supposed to register? I mean, she's not even. I wonder if she's a citizen. Is she?
She is. She
Oh
is.
my God.
She's a
But
naturalized citizen.
her name doesn't match her name now, like mine.
So Joy is openly admitting that she is a complete retard.
Yeah, that's surprising because everybody at that
Can't make it
table,
up.
every single woman at that table is. The only reason that show is still on the air is because like people like us play clips from it every day.
That's probably true.
Honestly, that's the only reason.
All right. Well, we talked a lot yesterday about Abby Phillips and her ridiculous implication. Well, it wasn't even an implication. She just flat out said, and she was reading it from her little, her little teleprompter, that the bomber attacks in New York City were directed at Mamdani, which is obviously complete opposite of what actually happened.
Right.
And so right after our show, and it's possible that she actually tweeted this out during our show yesterday, because when I had checked early in the morning, she had not apologized. But then by the time we were done with our show in the morning, she had tweeted this, if you want to read that.
I want to correct something I said last night. The bombs thrown in New York City over the weekend by ISIS-inspired attackers was thrown into a crowd of anti-Muslim protesters and not specifically targeted at Mayor Mamdani. That wording was inaccurate, and I didn't catch it ahead of time. I apologize for the error.
She didn't catch it, you guys.
Right. So you suck at your job. All right. Okay. Here's the thing. She did it just on X, right? She didn't do.
No,
she did it. She did an apology on air too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because
and we have that.
All right. Good. I mean, so she did that, but I still don't think that it's enough. I mean, I think that she did this on purpose with purpose. I don't think that she did it because she's stupid. I think she did it because she wanted to do it.
Yeah, because she always wants to plant a seed of a narrative that she's doing this intentionally for sure, which is why it was super weird to me that Batya, who we normally agree with on absolutely everything, but she's way nicer than we are. I think that's what's going on here.
Absolutely
she's
way nicer.
So good. Like she's such a good and decent person.
Absolutely.
And so her reaction to Abby Phillips's tweet was to offer grace. She says, "I've been out front and center on the media lies about the ISIS terrorists in New York City on Saturday, but that's not what happened here. Abby read a badly written tease into commercial break. Teases can be the last thing written for a show, and someone here obviously miswrote something. Abby is reading these teases after wrangling a feisty debate for 10 minutes. Mistakes happen. It's okay to show a little grace."
I disagree with Batya because later on, I don't know if it was a different segment or what, she actually asked about the incident, about them having bombs. What does this have to do with Islam?
We have that too.
So I think I hate to disagree with Batya because I love her, but I think she's wrong.
Yeah. I mean, this is very, very kind. Now, others were not so kind. I felt more in line with Jesse Kelly, who said, "Communists do this all the time. After Charlie Kirk was assassinated by a gay communist, a greater percentage of Americans thought it was a Republican than a Democrat who did it. Put out the lie, set the narrative. Sure, you can walk it back later, but the damage is done."
Toothpaste out of the tube. We talk about it all the time, and they do it on purpose. And she did this on purpose. Make no mistake.
And as Eric Erickson pointed out, this isn't just a her thing. This is a CNN thing. And they are notorious for this. And he said the issue is not that she read something wrong off of a teleprompter. The issue is that someone at CNN wrote that false statement and someone approved it. The issue is the same network just yesterday approved an article downplaying a terror attack in New York City. The problem is with the network.
Absolutely.
Which I think is absolutely true.
And that is true. And, we've worked in media for quite some time, like in different levels and different, situations. It's not like it was just one person saying something. It goes to Eric's point, which is there's a lot of people at play here, writing that tease, like editing that tease, approving that tease. She said it. She wanted to say it. She read it ahead of time. She didn't just read that tease like, willy-nilly. You look at stuff and you're like, okay, I'm going to read this at the end of the show. She read it. She knew what was going on. She was happy to read it.
Well, and it wasn't even just the tease. Like, I know that seems to be like what people are focusing on, but in that same show that included Anna Navarro, Anna also said the same damn thing, got corrected by someone on the panel and still didn't believe it. Did Abby step in to correct anything? No. And you're going to see that clip right here.
Ironic is, so supposedly some of these comments are as a result of the attempt against Mayor Mamdani in New York, who was raised Muslim, was he not himself? Yeah. So they're being anti-Muslim and they're finally defending Mamdani over something.
To be clear, the attack wasn't on Mayor Mamdani. It was on people protesting. It was attacking protesters, people protesting Mamdani.
Right by his house.
It wasn't to frame it as an anti-Muslim attack would actually completely reverse what happened. Someone who shouted Allah Akbar through a bomb that didn't go off at the protesters.
Republicans are finally doing something.
You can, like we said,
it's not just a tease.
Right. It's not just a tease. It was a whole conversation. And then I know you have the clip that says it's like, what does this have to do with Islam? It has everything to do with
that
Islam.
Was amazing. Like, how does that even? And the woman who is like on the receiving end of that question is baffled because she's normal.
Right.
I mean, this is incredible.
Is there a line anywhere right now on Capitol Hill or elsewhere in the Republican movement when it comes to anti-Muslim?
I can't speak for Mike Johnson, but I would say we've had 2 terrorist attacks here in the last 10 days.
What does that have to do with Muslims?
So can we condemn those? Why are we?
Of course. What does that have to do with Muslims?
What does that have to do with Muslims?
Oh my God.
Literally everything.
When they scream Allahu Akbar, it has everything to do with Muslims, you Mensa candidates.
God.
Like what? This is not hard. This is not hard. And it's very easy to see that this is being done on purpose. They're gaslighting the crap out of people.
Oh my God. It's real bad.
You guys, they will go to the ends of the earth to protect terrorists.
And criminals and illegals.
Right. Like, I don't know. The need of these morons to protect terrorists is it's absolutely remarkable.
And let's just take a little trip down memory lane. This is a couple months old, maybe, when Abby appeared on Joy Reid's show and tried to say how facts are super important.
Conservatives are living in a completely different information world than liberals. And breaking that down needs to be done. Because when you don't ever even hear the facts, it's hard to even know that you're wrong.
You know what? And listen, dare I say, she should be fired over this. Because, and I know that people will get mad at me for saying that, but it used to be that people were. It used to be that we had like just basic standards for being a host of a television show like that, a news program. I don't know. I remember back in the day, I know we're going to talk about us being old on the program later on in the program, but we're so void of basic standards now that people are used to not having them, and so when I say something like she should not have that show. She shouldn't have it. Like there's just no sense of accountability. There's no sense of standards. She just says whatever the hell she wants to say. And she's like, it's news. That's journalism. No, it's actually not. You are lying. You are a propaganda arm. Like that's what you are. And for her to say we live in different worlds. Yeah, I'm glad I live in reality, bitch. Like, am I the only person that finds this completely absurd that like they are spewing? You guys, it's fiction. They're giving people fiction.
Well, I guess the only reason that, I don't know that she should be fired is because she did issue the apology on the very next show. Now, if she hadn't done that, it would be utterly ridiculous. But here's what she said last night.
This morning, I issued a correction first thing in the morning on X for a mistake that I made in last night's show. But I also wanted to do so on air as well. I incorrectly said that the bombs that were thrown by ISIS-inspired suspects in New York over the weekend were directed at Mayor Mamdani. They were not. I failed to catch and correct that mistake in real time, and I take full responsibility for that. And while we do make mistakes, it is important to acknowledge and correct those errors when they happen.
Okay, but she didn't say what they were.
Well, she did.
But she didn't. She didn't. It's like there wasn't a lot of explanation there. God forbid she talks about, okay. All right.
I mean, she did say she incorrectly said that Mamdani was the target of the attacks, but she was definitely not going to belabor that point.
No, there will be no belaboring. And I guarantee you on tonight's show or the next show after that or next show after that, there will be no belaboring of it. And she will not talk about terrorism on behalf of Muslims. She won't do it.
Yeah, she'll be like, what do Muslims have to do with terror?
Right. Yeah, and she'll skirt around it. And when it happens again, and it will happen again, she will be the first person to skirt around it. And that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, now, terrible people segment. And there's so many to feature. There's so many. So we're going to start by saying that Carrie Prejean Bowler, Katarbi, as you like to call her, or Carrie, as others like to call her,
C-A-I-R.
She is now posting just fake ass Pallywood style AI generated videos, lying completely about their, that they're real, making them look like they're real in her attempt to insult Mark Levin. So this video, the screenshot that you can see on your screen, it's this video of kids crying like they've just had their school bombed, essentially. And so she sent it to Mark Levin saying, you have to be extremely evil to support and cheer for this. Innocent little children bombed by Israel. What did she do to deserve this? You are a hateful, bigoted monster.
Oh my God, the projection is off the charts.
Right?
She
is one of the others that, by the way, never said anything about the 30 to 40,000 protesters. Doesn't care about that.
No.
And then her BFF, Candace, also retweeted the same video. You can see Candace Owens reposted on her page to her millions and millions of followers, presenting it as real.
Right.
It's just unreal. So those things happened. And then Brett Weinstein, this was absolutely incredible. Apparently on Tucker's show, and I think this was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, you remember the golden pager that Bibi gave to Trump as he is saying that Bibi gave that to Trump in order to threaten him.
Oh, for crying out loud.
This is the new theory. He goes, what am I to make of the fact that you have these exploding pagers used to kill terrorists? Obviously, that's not the only people who were killed, but nonetheless, that was their purpose. And then one is delivered to Trump?
Right. Because Trump seemed really scared, doesn't he? He was a little scared.
You guys,
dude, he was shot in the head, you guys. He was shot in the head. Just stop.
Trump is not scared of Bibi. They are
not
allies. Okay.
He was shot in the head. He got up and he screamed, fight, fight, fight. Y'all remember? I mean, I was there. You guys were there. We were, you know what I mean? We saw that. But you're right. He's scared. Totally scared.
Dumb. I think we've talked about John Mappin before. He's that weird Scientologist that like Candace and George are super good friends with. And he claims, he takes some credit for like introducing
Right.
them somehow. I don't even remember
Yeah,
how.
Scientology
He's also a
track.
huge fan now of Qatarby.
Of course.
And so he's also buying in. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, he said about the fact that she's interviewed with Tucker, he said, I suspect this will be one of the best interviews of the year. I have had the opportunity to speak with Carrie. She is one of the special spiritual beings that is defending this realm from the demonic and is opening the portal that has been pried open by the truth tellers. I suspect Tucker and Carrie will open the portal further.
She's gonna do that. She's gonna put on her pageant, like her little pageant bathing suit, and she's gonna open the portal, you guys. She's gonna do it.
These people are insane.
Everybody's insane. I just cannot. Oh my
Jamie
God.
Mitchell was like, everybody gather round. It's time to take spiritual guidance from the man who believes in Xenu.
It is Xenu. It's Xenu, like the spaghetti dog. I don't even, the hell.
Also, I don't know what the hell is going on. You know, we already talked about that Schwemmer guy who is the college Republican political director now, but CPAC has also been infected by the weirdness, you guys. And now they're starting to announce their lineup for their speaker list. And Steve Bannon is one of the people that they have added to the list. Banshee pointing out, booking the guy who is working to rehab Jeffrey Epstein and had thousands of email exchanges with him right up until 2019 is a choice. It's a bad one, but it is a choice nonetheless.
Yeah.
And now former CPAC sponsors are taking note. And there was one who wrote, Michael O'Fallon said, for several years, my organization has been a sponsor for CPAC. Considering the lineup that they're presently advertising, I genuinely question if we can support what will be marketed as conservatism on stage.
Very good that you're questioning that. I love that. Keep questioning. There's a lot of things that I'm questioning too. I'm questioning like the Kai Schwimmers. I'm questioning all of this. People need to start vetting.
Yeah. We have questions. And Megyn, on to Megyn. So we told you about the Ben Shapiro, Piers Morgan fight yesterday. And now Megyn has decided to weigh in on that fight. And she is currently talking about the fact that she had her own fight with Ben Shapiro. She's brokenhearted about it, apparently, but also claims that she made Ben Shapiro. Here she is talking about, talking about the Pierce and Ben spat.
Okay.
I was very good friends with Ben, and then he attacked me, to my surprise, utter shock, at the Turning Point event in December. He thought that I should be lumped in as like one of the problems when it comes to, I guess, anti-Semitism, even though I have spent the past 2.5 years fighting anti-Semitism very, very vocally on this show. Now I'm on his list of like cowardly people or anti-Semites, whatever. I can't keep up with it, and nor do I have any desire to. But the latest to be attacked by Ben Shapiro is Piers Morgan. It's very sad to me as somebody who's known Ben forever and helped make Ben 100%. He became a star on my show, The Kelly File. Like, there is absolutely no cause to go run around policing the guests on somebody else's show. But now we have to get rid of Piers Morgan. So obviously, in Ben's view, Tucker had to go. Clearly, even though he helped build Candace, she had to go. Then I had to go, even though I've had a 15-year friendship with a guy, publicly attacked me. Same thing, not even a text in advance with, because he was mad I was friends with Tucker. Our friendship means more to us than anything. And we won't do anything to F it up. Next thing I know, I get attacked by him on stage at Turning Point. Now Piers Morgan, like, how many people have to go? Truly, how many people must be culled from the conservative movement in order to make Ben happy? This is ridiculous. And it's not just Ben. All right. There are others who take his lead once he calls you an anti-Semite or says you need to be kicked out of, polite society. There are a couple of others, not a huge amount, I have to say. Ben's numbers are very bad right now. But he's got some influence with some crew. This is so wrong. So good for Piers Morgan for fighting back. I'm completely on Team Piers, and I'm sorry to see Ben going in this direction.
He's not trying to censor anybody.
No.
He's just deciding, I don't want to go on a show anymore because it's a shit show. I'm not going to go on it. Literally, he's not said you're going to be canceled. He doesn't have the power to do that. It's like the most ridiculous thing ever. And listen, I'm not trying to be mean, but we're all friends here. She did a thing the other day on how skinny somebody was. And did you see her?
I know, I'm worried.
Like,
I'm genuinely worried for her health.
I wouldn't have said anything had we not shown a clip of her talking about how skinny somebody else was. She's talking about Oprah. Have you seen yourself?
I know. But I want to go back to a couple of things that she said in that clip, because she's lying. She is 100% lying and misrepresenting the reason that Ben Shapiro called her a coward, both when he was on stage with her during her tour and at the AmFest stage. When she says that he criticized her and called her a coward, she is tying it to Israel, because she's losing to the zombie infection of anti-Israel right now. It had nothing to do with that. And he never said the word Israel in either of those instances. He was talking about her inability or unwillingness to defend Erika. That is why he called her a coward. And the fact that she won't even admit that is pathetic. Right. Really, really pathetic.
Well, I mean, to me, it's the same as Trump derangement syndrome. It's Israel derangement syndrome.
And
and when you get it, you can see it. We've seen it with so many people.
It's terminal. It's
like totally terminal. You get it, and it is a sentence for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I could not believe that she was just blatantly mischaracterizing their fight in that way. And then, the whole I made him. Let's do a little trip thanks to No Soup for Knowles' account. She found old clips of Megyn actually saying the exact opposite. Look at this.
And it wasn't like I had done him any extraordinary favors at Fox. He was a star. Nobody knew who the heck Ben Shapiro was when I started putting him on my shows on the Fox News channel. He was brilliant. Anybody could have seen that. I wasn't some special, spotter of talent. And I helped make him a star. But I think you could make a fair case that Ben Shapiro is the father of the Megyn Kelly show.
So who is the real Megyn Kelly? Would you please stand up?
We could do the same thing with Tucker, right?
God,
you show clips of Tucker from 5-10 years ago, completely different than the Tucker today. Like It's night and day. You don't know. Like, who are you listening to? Who are you watching?
And literally those were a month apart, you guys. And it wasn't that they she's just mad that he called her a coward for not defending Erika. That is all this fight is about. She's mad that he didn't text her that he was going to do it first.
Right.
Whatever. She basically called him a liar on the very next leg of her tour to her live audience. So I just am so disappointed. So disappointed in her. I can't get over it.
I'm sorry that you're so disappointed. Like, I'm just over it. I know. And I'm sorry that you still are. I'm done.
All right. We do have so many more horrible people to get to, but I wanted to put in a little good nugget because we are talking about Ben Shapiro. And remember yesterday how we were like, he's selling eyebrow shirts and like eyebrow merch. He's now released an ad about that merch, and it's just so freaking good, you guys. Look.
It's time to address these magnificent caterpillars. If you've been browsing social media the past few days, you probably stumbled upon or even tripped over one of my most striking features. Behold, the Brow Shapiro t-shirt is now available over at dailywire.com/shop, emblazoned with the most discerning eye umbrellas this side of sanity, the optical awnings on this comfy tee. Open your browser right now and go to dailywire.com/shop to get yours. Keep your eyebrows strong and your principles stronger.
That's a good ad right there.
I love
good
that.
writing. Really good writing. I like it.
And then also, I just wanted to play this because I know it'll make the candy cult so angry. But Sarah Huckabee Sanders had Erika Kirk with her yesterday because she announced that Arkansas was implementing Club America branches in all of their schools. And it was just a sweet moment when they were when she was talking about that. Here it is.
We are here to welcome one of the conservative movement's most talented, most outspoken, and most faithful leaders, Erika Kirk, to our great state. We're so proud to have her, and we're so proud of the incredible work that she is doing to help encourage students across the country to engage and join Club America, which we're launching here in Arkansas, and we're just honored to have you.
Thank you. God bless you. We're so grateful, and thank you for honoring Charlie and his legacy and his mission to have a Club America on every high school chapter across the country. So God bless you guys, and thank you.
I love that. I wish they'd do that in Texas. I love it.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
that's
and
fantastic.
you know Candace saw it because she just flew into another anti-Erika rant yesterday. And the way that she teased her show yesterday was to say, more people have come forward regarding what specifically Erika Kirk was doing at Next Model Management in Epstein's orbit in New York. I now hold the position that it is utterly immoral to defend Erika Kirk. These are questions that demand answers.
Shut up. You're friends with Andrew Tate. Shut up.
Right.
Okay. You're going to tell me what's utterly immoral? Okay. Whatever.
So she went on a big tear. We're only just going to share like very, very little from it. But just so you know how she opened her show then, it was, you know, that sour face that she makes when it looks like she smelled something really bad. She did that a lot about Erika. And here, let me make sure that shows up. Here is the very opening little few seconds.
Seen enough. I can no longer bear people defending Erika Kirk in any way, any shape, any form. It has to end. It has to stop.
No one cares.
It has to stop right now. Because we received some follow-up information regarding Erika's time in New York, confusing time in New York, specifically more details pertaining to what the hell Erika was doing, parked at a modeling agency that was frequented by Jeffrey Epstein. And you know what? This information feels pretty explosive. I would say it requires a response. We can't keep pretending that this is just some godly woman who's just being attacked by the internet. Erika's past is checkered. It's very checkered. Her mother, her acquaintances, everything about this girl should be sending off alarm bells, especially for the people that keep defending her. Look at the people that keep defending her. They themselves are the biggest red flag.
You know what? Your god-awful David Byrne jacket is checkered. Like, I'm so sick. Did you guys
like
see
literally?
You may ask yourself. Cannot.
And by the way, like all of her psycho cult members are always like, she never lies about anything. Well, not so much. So in that very same show, she tries to pretend that Erika, not Charlie, but Erika is responsible for putting having Ben Shapiro in the lineup for AmFest. She tries to say that Charlie and Ben did not have a relationship, even though Ben was on Charlie's one of the last shows. She's just flat out lying here, but this is what she does. Behold.
Self said that he was done with the pro-Israel cause. But then he was murdered. And his wife did a complete 180 like LBJ, inviting, frankly, deranged Zionists into the fold immediately. Ben Shapiro, who was, in fact, an enemy to her husband, effectively opened AmFest. She came out first. And then Ben Shapiro came out second. He was also allowed onto Charlie Kirk's show and appeared in person, rather, in his studio. Very odd. I want you to park that into your mind.
And then Natalie, I forget her last name, but Natalie, who's very, very good at kind of breaking down all of Candace's stuff. Here she is with the fact checked, if you want to read that.
Erika did a complete 180 like LBJ, inviting frankly deranged Zionists like Ben Shapiro into the fold. Ben effectively opened AmFest. Ben Shapiro spoke at AmFest before Charlie died. What is wrong with you people? He was speaking at the event while Charlie was alive. Plus, Tucker got a place of prominence right after Ben. Good grief. Moreover, Ben Shapiro was one of the last guests Charlie had on his show, so Ben could promote his new book. So no, it's not that shocking he was invited in the rotation to co-host for a day after his murder.
She's just lying. She's just outright lying.
And they lap it up. They just let it explosive.
And now apparently there's this push. I don't even know by whom. Maybe it's one of the TPUSA people. I don't know how serious it is, but there's this push that maybe the ticket for 2028 should be JD Vance and Erika. I think that's going a little far. Like, just let her do TPUSA. Okay. She doesn't need to be the vice president or the president or whatever.
No.
But Candace hates it. And so now she's all worried about Erika being on a ballot. And so here is what she said about the potential of voting for Erika.
I'll vote for somebody's pet fish before I vote for Erika Kirk. I am done. I have seen enough. I can no longer bear people defending Erika Kirk in any way, any shape, any form. It has to end. It has to stop. Okay? It has to stop right now.
But do you remember people used to say that she would be a good presidential candidate? You remember?
Oh, she used to say that.
She used to
talk about it.
But people, her followers thought, oh, it'd be so great if Candace was president one day. And I'd be like, can we not? I mean, even back in the day, I was like, just listen, talk show hosts, can we just not with that?
Right.
Like, none of us should be president. You don't want that, okay? Like, especially batshit ones. You don't want that. So, yeah, I think she's just mad because, well, for a lot of reasons. She's crazy, but she's jealous of Erika Kirk. I think that's blatantly
very, very
obvious.
jealous.
My God. And so anybody says anything about her, oh my God, we can't have it.
Right. And obviously I don't watch her entire shows. I could never, but Nathan Livingston does, and he breaks them down for us. And if you're curious, well, how in the world is Candace trying to connect Erika to Jeffrey Epstein, and what does it have to do with this modeling agency? He broke it down and summarized it in this tweet that I would like you to read.
Watch Candace Owens connect dots that don't actually connect in order to force a non-existent link between Erika Kirk and the Rothschilds. Candace claims it's plausible that Erika Kirk was introduced to real estate because she was close to a family with the last name Rothstein. She then claims that if this Rothstein family is related to Arnold Rothstein, who fixed the White Sox game in 1919, that Rothstein was connected to the European banking dynasty, the Rothschilds. This claim appears to rest on the fact that Arnold Rothstein's mother had the surname Rothschild, a common Ashkenazi Jewish name, but there appears to be no evidence that it refers to the same Rothschild family. Oh my God. She then finishes by saying, I don't know if that's true, but it sure would be interesting to find that out. She also
This is what she does.
This is what she does, right. She also asserts that she's not saying the Rothsteins' Erika Kirk did anything wrong. It's incredible.
I'm just throwing it out there,
right?
But it's probably, I don't know if it's true,
right?
But run with it.
I just need to put like some sort of like a maybe out there for my weirdos that will run with it. It's incredible that we have Tucker Carlson asserting that Israel is evil because of Amalek or blood guilt, while Candace Owens is suggesting Erika Kirk is suspicious simply because she was close to a Jewish family with the same surname as people Candace claims without evidence were related to the Rothschilds. Meanwhile, there is still no evidence that anyone has actually done anything wrong. The implication rests entirely on the possibility that they might be related to someone. It's also incredible that anyone considers Candace Owens throwing completely random things at the wall and hoping something sticks for her audience to be journalism.
These people that follow her and don't see how much she is playing them,
they're worse than her. They're actually worse than her, which is saying something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so who jumped into the fray but Buckley Carlson?
Oh, you guys, this is where it gets good. This
and
is where
not
it gets
the son.
good.
Okay, this is not JD's chief of staff Buckley. That's Tucker's son. Buckley, the brother of Tucker, is
recovering
a complete loser.
Recovering alcoholic brother. Just to put
so
that in.
One of the things that Candace speculated about the other day is that like this was all planned by our, the murder of Charlie was planned by our government, and you can tell because he was murdered like on a pentagram, and you can tell because of the Freemason maps in the back of the Bible that somebody sent her. This all makes sense somehow.
Mm-hmm.
It made sense to Buckley. And he retweeted something from John Mappin, the same guy that we referred to just a bit ago. So John Mappin posted these like stars and like the shape of the place where Charlie got killed, and said they sacrificed Charlie Kirk, black magic ritual. And Buckley said, I buy this. Definitely not random. And neither was the repaving of that area that Charlie Kirk got shot at 4 days later. So he thinks this is all very, very suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
So he posted that. And then Blake Neff from TPUSA piped in. And I want you to read what Blake wrote back to him.
That is clearly neither a pentagon nor a star. It's a theater bowl, except with straight line sides. Please stop fanning ridiculous attacks on the TPUSA staff who planned the event and obviously had nothing to do with Charlie's death.
Blake is a lot calmer than I am. Okay. So Buckley had a lot to say to Blake, and you're going to have to read Buckley's diatribe because it's crazy. He's obviously bought into all the candy conspiracies. It's lunacy.
And Blake's response was so measured.
I know. And Blake is always measured.
So measured. Okay, here we go.
So here is what Buckley wrote in response.
Fanning ridiculous attacks. Are you serious, Blake? Have done no such thing. Observing the many anomalies is natural and a source of huge frustration for so many. While here, please explain, why didn't the FBI preserve the scene, allowing it to be paved over? Atrocious quality video of Tyler, quote unquote, jumping released, but no vid of shooting. George Zinn distraction, removing Charlie's mic pack, on-site security team failing to look for or account for more gunshots, shooters immediately after Charlie's death. Farnsworth removing the video and filming the selfie vid. Kash Patel's 33 in Valhalla. Israeli cell phones pinging throughout the crowd. The missing Tyler surrender vid. Removing Charlie's entire catalog. And most recently, chairing Charlie Kirk's podcast to cast aspersions on those who've interpreted his very public anti-war stance as anti-war while claiming that he would have supported it. This is a tiny sampling of the many unanswered questions out there. And the exact reason so many don't buy the official narrative and we are suspicious of TPUSA's actions. But if you're following this debate on the granular level, you must already know that.
And Blake, to his credit, tried to reason with a very unreasonable psychopath. Here is his response. Sorry, I'm not going to indulge a fantasy about how our camera guy, Mossad, the director of the FBI, a local Utah crazy guy, and Charlie's security and apparently myself conspired to have Charlie murdered but left random clues such as the shape of the venue he was killed in so that people could unravel the truth. You either know better or you ought to know better. Again, very good response from Blake Neff. Right? Like,
right. It really was.
How do you argue with this?
It was a very good response. Mm-hmm.
And so then I made the mistake of chiming in.
Yeah, this is where it gets good, you guys.
I just was like, I cannot believe that now Buckley Carlson is pouring fuel on this fire of making these crazy accusations, which are defamatory against people like Blake Neff and against TPUSA.
Right.
So I used a GIF of ours that I very much enjoy using when it fits. And I was like, just sue everybody. I hope TPUSA is keeping a list of people that you all will sue the pants off of once Tyler Robinson's trial is over, because damn. And Buckley,
he didn't like that. He doesn't like our faces, apparently, because we're menopausal. He doesn't like old ladies, apparently. Older. No. He doesn't like ladies over the age of 40, it appears.
I guess not.
He has a disdain.
Please read his response.
As if an Adderall addiction and a loveless menopausal horizon deserved a visual. Illegal now in America to point out the obvious, and not well-crafted fakery, not where I live. So I was like, wait, okay, so the Adderall thing, first of all, the Adderall's weird, and we apparently are experiencing a loveless menopausal horizon, according to him.
Which that's a lot of projection happening all in one spot. And by the way, he's been married to, I guess, for like 29 years to some chick named Melissa. And back in 2024 or 2023, maybe, she filed for divorce. And that has been kind of moving through the court system, but then stopped. Sometime in 2024, they both just gave up and decided no one else would possibly love them. And so now they continue to, I don't know if they're separated, but the divorce isn't final. It was just filed, like she filed for divorce. So I don't know if he's still talking to any women in our age group. And I don't think he knows that menopause that's just inevitable. Like that's just something we talk about that all the time.
We go through it. Right. And I bet somebody's asking, what does that mean? He's saying that we're menopausal, and apparently because we're menopausal, we're in loveless relationships.
And addicted to Adderall.
We're obviously addicted to Adderall. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know anything about Adderall. I don't do drugs of any kind, anyway, so he apparently has a problem with menopausal women, which again, like Mock says, it's a lot of projection, you guys. Something's going on there. Something's going on. Right.
So I responded and I said, addicts always project, I guess. Neither of us has ever taken Adderall. We're both deeply in love with our husbands and have happy marriages, 18 years. And I accidentally put 25, even though it's 26 for me so far, respectively. And while menopause is certainly a rite of passage for every woman, you would know that if your own wife talked to you, it certainly isn't slowing us down any. You sound desperately miserable, hopelessly conspiratorial, and you're in the Candace cult of weirdos. But I repeat myself, good luck with all
of that. All right.
So he responded.
Of course he responded. So this is when Mock is in a fight with Tucker's brother, you guys. Like she's in a full-on fight.
I did not see this coming.
Just a Wednesday. Just a Wednesday, you guys.
So we had a bit more of a back and forth. And he said, seem weirdly defensive about all that happiness. Your husbands might have a different perspective, but you're in studio. So that's what matters. But no defensive free speech or the ridiculous Fed narrative on Charlie's death, about as substantive as you're happy. And I was just like, anybody that knows us personally, if they don't actually think we're genuinely happy, I mean, they know we are. You know what I mean? Like that's what's so dumb about him.
I don't
going after people he doesn't know.
Right. And it just shows that as a husband, he is obviously miserable. And so he doesn't believe that anybody else is happy. And God bless him. Seriously, pray for that guy because he seems so miserable.
So I just retweeted it and I was like, those who know us personally will find this exceptionally hilarious. And then he responded to that. And again, with the projection, he said, hilarious. Affirm exactly 9 of your narcotized audience members in 3 hours. Keep rocking, ladies.
Ladies, like we're not actually ladies, like we're in quotes. It's just so weird.
And I think the 9 audience members, he was like trying to say only 9 people came to your defense or 9 people. I don't even know, but he's one of those people that's very interested and believes that the bigger audience you have, the more right you are, which is a completely whacked out way of thinking.
It really is.
And so I think I wrote back to that too.
Did you?
And I said, again, with the drug use projection, that's weird that it's your go-to. We will keep rocking though. And you keep on getting off on picking fights with women on X. Please pass along our condolences to your wife. Because this is not his first rodeo. He picked a fight with Dana Lash last week. So this is just his thing. And then when his followers start coming and trolling us, they say idiotic things like this idiot, who said, they just don't know us at all, right? And so he goes, menopausal horizon. They hate that we're noticing.
And I'm like,
what? We talk about being menopausal all the time.
Yeah, I always find it interesting
don't care if people notice.
Right, when people call us old or they call us menopausal, that
like we don't know.
That's like saying like that girls start their periods. That's what they do. That's what happens. Like we're not upset about that.
So
it's
bizarre.
You know, you ever see Fred Claus? You ever see the movie Fred Claus? There's a scene in Fred Claus where like all the famous dudes' brothers are in a circle, like in a therapy session. And I envision Buckley Carlson being in that circle, like lamenting the fact that he has a famous brother and he has to live in the shadow of that brother.
Yeah.
Like he's just
hard.
He's just a miserable effing dude. Like, listen, it's weird when I have to say that Tucker's the good brother at this point. You know what I mean? Like he's the good brother, and then Buckley is Buckley. You know, like he's like Bill Clinton's brother. You guys remember Bill Clinton's brother? What a loser he was, and like that other Baldwin brother that nobody knows.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's Buckley. God bless you.
I mean, it was really nice of Tucker to have his brother on his show so
That
he
was
could get
really-
some followers.
Yeah,
That's cute.
that's sweet. That's really sweet.
But they're rabid. I mean, the people that follow Buckley, are naturally like-minded. And so they come from the same candy cult. They believe all the conspiracy nonsense. And so they are the expert trolls and they come at us. You know what I mean? And probably Buckley by now has responded again because he likes fighting with women. I mean, this is his thing.
It
So I
shows.
encourage you all to join the fight. Please join the fight. I would love it. I would love for you all to get involved.
Fun.
All right. So on to some fun things because we always like to end the show that way. And we do have some fun things for you. In fact, I love this story. I hope it's true. I hope it's not one of those made up stories. But I saw this and I just thought this is the cutest thing ever. Apparently, a company in Mexico rescued an orange cat and decided not only to keep him, but to employ him. So they named him Engineer Mauricio and gave him the title of emotional support officer. And his responsibilities include smiling at coworkers, gently meowing, and walking around the office, making everyone's day better.
I freaking love it. I love that he's better dressed than all the other employees.
Right.
They put him in a tie.
Well, I mean, he is an executive, so
That's right. He's in the C-suite, the cat suite.
You got to dress for the job you want. Anyway, I love that. I thought it was so cute. I don't know if the next thing is funny or like just super depressing or just a mixture of both. But this is a video from a high school teacher who is currently doing, she's teaching Romeo and Juliet to her high school students. So she is talking about their reactions to the story. They are amazing. Maybe it's her delivery that's so good that made me laugh so hard, but here's what she said.
I teach high school English, specifically freshmen, and we are in the middle of reading Romeo and Juliet. These are a few of the things my students have said about the story thus far. Was there time back then? Like, did it exist when Romeo and Juliet were alive?
Oh my God, I cannot.
Is Shakespeare a real person? Because I thought he was maybe one of those Greek gods, so I've been confused.
We're so cooked.
Bro's a hella stalker. This is in regard to Romeo.
Oh my God.
Bro also has bad riz.
Bad riz.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, he wants that haughty huzz, huh? This is about Romeo pursuing Juliet.
Right. My head hurts. I can't.
Romeo is hella cringe. Get him off my screen. And finally, we don't need subtitles. We're not old. Oh
my God.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are cooked.
We're so cooked. We really are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, riz is slang for charisma. It's so he lacks riz.
Thank you,
according to the
CC
new-
5843. Riz equals charm, charisma, and mojo. Thank you.
All right, so now to some truly adorable things. We have a lab who can balance to show you. This is incredible training. I don't know. I want whoever this is to come and train any future dog I ever have ever. Look at this. Look at this balance.
Oh my gosh, that would never happen in a million years in my house.
That's incredible.
That dog.
Look at the concentration.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing?
That is absolutely remarkable. My dogs would have eaten that in 2 seconds and run.
Yeah. Yesterday, Ron and I went out to the Frog. You've been to the Frog. You love the Frog.
Love the
For his
Frog.
birthday. It's his favorite restaurant. And
Happy
there was
birthday to Ron.
Oh yeah, it was my husband's birthday yesterday. We brought Maisie, which we always do, and there was another family that brought a golden retriever puppy. Which, oh my god,
were they hanging out together?
They didn't, because amazingly, that puppy was very well behaved and just stayed like right at the feet of their owner.
Okay.
They said hello like on the way out, kind of, but there wasn't a whole lot of interaction. But because we saw it, I started talking to Ron about like maybe our next dog should be a golden. I love them.
Oh,
so
God.
I kind of felt like I was making some headway there. I don't know. We'll see. But I came across, because I'm not making this up. At dinner, I got my phone out of my purse as soon as we saw that puppy, and I was like, golden retrievers to my phone, just so they would start showing up more in my feed. And they are. And so like immediately when I got home, it's crazy. It's totally crazy. But immediately when I got home, there was a golden retriever montage. And it is so cute. You guys, look at all of them. I just love them.
The person I connected to the most is
Look at his PJs.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to take that carrot.
I'm going to take it.
Tucker, place.
Oh my God, I love them. Look how sweet.
I know.
That cat is so mean.
Everybody's wait until I say go, okay?
No, I'm not going to wait. Bye. God, their faces are everything.
What in the world was that all about? Why'd you just do that?
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Be gentle.
Cheese, it's cheese, Mom.
My spatula went.
Where'd it go? Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just yawning. I wasn't growling. It's fine.
Just love them.
He does not want to go. I don't want to leave the park. Nope. I'm not going.
Oh my gosh. I love the red ones.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
What are you doing? What
Why
are you
is this not
doing?
bothering me?
Sit down, back leg. Sit down. I do. I love the darker ones.
I do, but I also love the white ones.
I know.
The white ones are so
floofy. They're all beautiful.
They are. They really, really are. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm still working on it. And I'm still looking. I'm still looking for the perfect dogs. So we'll see. I want to make sure I don't forget anybody on the Venmo. Yeah, I see some people there. I will get to you in just a second, but we want to get to some reviews first that were left on the Apple Podcast platform. Would love for you to add yours to it, and we will be getting to every single one of them over the coming days. Here's a couple for you to read.
Okay, from Spower22, great way, Chicks on the Right Rule. Great way to start your day. These conservative women are bright, funny, and an accurate way to know what's happening in the world. Been listening for 19 years.
Which is not possible because we haven't been doing it that long.
Right. So glad I found these women. Maybe like 9. Maybe you've been listening for 9. But we've been around.
Maybe it's a typo.
We've been around for 17 years. But yeah, but we're so glad you're here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Here's another.
From C Catfish, amazing shows. I love COTR. It's so lively, makes the news more enjoyable to hear, even if it's a more serious topic. I prefer to get my news from COTR because algorithms suck and I want something cheerful in my life. I always appreciate the funny clips at the end or Dad Joke Wednesdays. Thank you, Mock and Daisy. Thank you, Catfish.
Thank you. All right. We do have thank yous from Denise Field, who said, In-N-Out is the best part about living in SoCal. You can always order your fries crispy if you like them more done. Love you, chicks. Take my double money.
They have an In-N-Out here.
Fries.
They have one in Waco. So they have them outside of California. Yeah.
And then Lindsay Zirkle said, came down to Florida to help my old job temporarily and got diagnosed with COVID yesterday. Feel like crap, but we'll be back in action soon. By the way, Governor Josh Shapiro was at my restaurant last weekend and I posted pics for Facebook subscribers. Love you, chicks, and look forward to you every day.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Very nice. Simone Heyman said, thank you, ladies, so much for being a daily source of pro-Israel truth and sanity. As a Jew, I am genuinely frightened for my future in this country. My synagogue was attacked last month, and I live 3 houses from a Chabad house. Now there's a police car parked at the end of our block. Thanks, Tucker. This rhetoric has real consequences, and it is making people like me feel unsafe in our own communities. We only want to live peacefully, raise our families, and worship God. God, I hate this for you. I hate it.
What in the apps? I just don't understand what's happening.
It's infuriating.
It is. It's ridiculous.
Lori Mazamuro says, good morning, ladies. Jonathan Kahn, a Jewish pastor, created a video explaining why Candace is likely the way she is. Also, Friar Sirocco did an explanation, or Father Sirocco, I'm not sure. What's FR? Is that FR?
I think it's father. I think
father?
it's father.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I never know what the monks, like, what the title abbreviation is.
Father.
Anyway, he did an explanation of proper Catholic theology for Prager. It's very interesting. Thank you for all you do. And Gwen Niedermeyer said, happy heavenly 39th birthday to our firstborn son. James died in a tractor accident 14 years ago. He was the oldest of our 5. His life had purpose, and we find comfort knowing he's in heaven. Love you, chicks. Thank you for distracting me today. Great show, as always.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Y'all pray for her.
Over on Locals, Roth Lady Wright said, these people are the portal. It would be so nice if they would all go in the portal and it would just close behind them and trap them all in. Dear God, what zombie apocalypse got their minds?
It's just bizarre. It's just a mind worm.
Yeah.
It's infected them.
Now you.
Marcy Perales, good morning, Malcolm Daisy. Happy Friday Eve. Hope you have a wonderful day. Much love. Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you.
Crystal Gridart 3610. Candace Owens' new merch mocking Charlie and his love for the Sabbath is currently produced and sold on Tatum's online shop.
Are you serious? Because I actually have a screenshot of that we were going to show tomorrow. We'll show it tomorrow, but wow.
Oh my God. Milk Bar TV made a video about the merch. I cannot. Yeah, but she's not about the money at all. Okay.
God, that's disgusting.
Marcy,
that was Charlie's thing. Why would she denigrate that? You know?
Well, I think we know why. Because she's a demon.
Oh, God.
Marcy Perales, a very happy birthday to Insider CJ Beezer. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Marcy Perales, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for that,
please.
Marcy. Supernova. Immunoglobulins.
Spelled correctly.
Yes. Ed Ferguson, 6069. As an Army private in 1991, I had steak in the middle of nowhere, Iraq. Take my money, my Nillas. We thank you, Ed, for your service.
Yeah. And we know.
I'm so glad you had steak in the middle of nowhere. I'm so glad. Brian Brumley, my dear, sweet, late wife was named Patty. And that Patty sullied her name. I can't even.
Yeah, the one that thought Lloyd Austin was more handsome than Pete Hegseth.
Right. It's still a great name, Brian. It really still is.
It is.
Teresa CTM, retired USN 03. Here's a little story. Good old Lloyd took a military plane to Paris with his wife, and they loaded up the baggage compartment with high-end fashion luggage and items. I believe it. Randy Craig, next Halloween, I'm going to dress up as an immunoglobulin. Love you, boo.
He said immunogoblin, which is perfect.
Oh, and I'm sorry. I screwed that up. God. An immunogoblin. That's actually a really great idea. It's a great costume. Colin, I screwed it up for you. Sorry. Colleen 2864, I'm behind, but have they never heard of the ice cream barge of World War II? Ice cream beat Japan. Morale is a serious readiness investment. Yes,
100%.
Colleen. Teresa CTM, retired USN 03. Troops didn't get to ride with good-looking Lloyd when he traveled. Yeah, because he was like first class man all the way. Madman 1965. We will have to literally fight to get our country back from Muslims. They never give up territory peacefully once they've taken it. Yeah, and they're taking over Plano, Texas. It's like, I mean, it's happened up there. So, in Texas, you guys. Julie Tyler, 7752, regarding Lobstergate, I wonder what Chelsea Clinton's guests ate at her USAID funded wedding. Yeah. It wasn't chicken nuggets. I'll tell you.
It wasn't MREs.
Supernova. Fishback Mountain is a horror movie in real time. Oh my God, so true. BTK 1213. Let's call them the Communist Democrat Party. Yeah, we should.
The shoe fits.
Supernova. Senator Schatz. I can't even.
I know, right? Worst name ever.
Teresa CTM, retired USN 03. Are you sure Megyn is not becoming Katarbi? I think there's like 3 Katarbis.
Yeah, they're vying for the top spot, I guess.
Yeah, you could all of them could be Katarbis at this point. MTX 485. Candace was literally an Adderall addict.
She wrote articles way back in the day about how she would finagle getting her prescription filled multiple times. She wrote about it. She also wrote about how cheating is really okay. Like if she wants to talk about a checkered past, she just needs to look in the mirror.
Yeah, she doesn't get to lecture me on morality ever. No. Brian Brumley. Dear Buckley, why are you gay? You should listen to him, and then you can decide that for yourself, Brian. Sinman, 1968. I have known 6 dogs named Buckley in my 60 years. No wonder that guy is so snippy. He was named after the dog. I said that to our team yesterday. I'm like, this is what you name like a golden retriever or something.
Yeah.
Buckley and Tucker are dog names. It's kind of weird. Supernova, you are the fearless leaders who I will look to when my time comes to cross the menopausal horizon. You get a mock and hugs. It's true. It's just a rite of passage. I don't see why it's such a, and why does he have to be so hateful about it? Like, I don't bring up
like saying somebody is old or saying that they look old is just the go-to when you're our age. I mean, that's just the natural place that trolls want to go. And it's like they think that we don't know.
Right. I guess it's because he's surrounded by women who inject their faces full of shit, but he is literally the same age as us.
Mm-hmm.
So if he calls us old, well, hi. So are you.
Right.
A deploribus unum 3128. Thank you for that super sticker. We appreciate it. You guys, we're bringing it in. You guys, it is Friday Eve. So excited. Everybody have a wonderful Thursday. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Hello, beautiful people. This is the Chicks on the Right's Indian correspondent. Thank you for watching or listening. Be very sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on all of their delicious content. Okay, thank you. Come again.